Hello and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be drawing Banana Man once again. Except for, I'm gonna draw him chibi, or I think it's called chibi. I don't know. If you don't know what that means, it basically means it's just like in normal, how you would normally draw your character. Except, like, you try to make him cuter by giving him a bigger head, smaller limbs, and I don't know why I'm drawing it like this. You give him a bigger head, smaller limbs. You basically just try to make him look like squished down, except for with a bigger head. Why am I doing this, you may ask? I don't know, I'm running out of ideas. You expect me to come up with something good every single day? Alright, let's go ahead and draw this body like we would normally, except it's just small. We'll go ahead and just not include a torso, and we'll just do little stump legs. Yep, little stump legs, little body like this. Alright, we'll go ahead and get his arms. How are we going to want to do his arms? Are his arms going to be next to his side? Or his arms going to be like out? Let's go ahead and put his arms out a little bit. We'll still have to give him hands, but I mean, like, they can be a little bit simpler hands. We're not going to give him hands just yet. That looks bad. Alright. Go ahead and go like that. We can finish his arms later. I know, but you just started. Get the fuck off the. Okay. You just started the arms. Why would you finish them later already? Because it's hot in this room. I don't know. I can use that excuse because it's hot in this room, so I can use that excuse. Whenever it's hot, you're allowed to use it being hot as an excuse. Alright, what are his clothes gonna look like? Probably overalls. He wears overalls. So let's give him some overalls, except they gotta be little overalls. How are we gonna draw little overalls? I don't know. I have a reference of Banana Man and some chibi anime girl up on my screen. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and draw him. Except for the only reference I have of him is the first one that I drew. Which, if you didn't see, he's like sitting, he's like crouched down with his... He's like crouched down, so you can't see the overalls very well. But also, I've been meaning to change his overalls. He also just kind of wears sneakers, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do for shoes. Like, I don't know how you would draw chibi shoes. I didn't look that up, and this lady just has little pucks for feet that are a slightly different color than her. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out, but it should turn out funny at least, so that's all that matters. As long as you had fun, that's all that matters. Or learned something. But I can tell you right now, I ain't gonna learn nothing from this. Except for, I guess, maybe how to draw chibi characters. Alright. What beautiful overalls. He's so beautiful. I should be using the smaller pencil. But it's fine. Yep, that's also fine. I mean, it's not. That's a terrible color. But, let's go ahead and get... Okay. Okay, apparently my hair wants to be a part of the drawing. What the hell? If you have short hair, then you wouldn't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't know. My hair is everywhere all the time. Always and forever. Alright, yep, cool. He should have pockets on his clothing. He should have a pocket right here. Like, that's where his one pocket is. So go ahead and just include the little pocket. But besides that, we'll add some smaller details that we'll definitely have to touch up later. Yep. Alright. We don't really need to add clothes folds because he's just a little guy. We do, however, need to add the pumpkin. How are we going to add the pumpkin? I should have drawn the pumpkin first. I'm gonna make sure I'm recording, right? Yeah. Should have drawn the pumpkin first. But, he's still gonna have his scar and his eyes that he normally has. But I'm gonna just try to draw it bigger and, like, less, like, wrinkles on it. For, like, a cuter look to it. I don't really know. Let's try to just give it, like, 3 wrinkles. And this will be Chibi Pumpkin Man. Or, sorry, fuck. That's not his name. Banana Man. I apologize, Banana Man. I have done terrible crimes. I have called you by the incorrect name. Alright. I probably won't include the sketch lines that go all the way up there, but, you know, whatever. We want it to be as round as possible, but still pumpkin looking. So I really don't know which one of these sides I like better, because they're both different. I think I like the more pumpkin looking one than the more round one, because, you know, it just kind of looks a little more pumpkin-like. But now I'm not really going to be able to exactly replicate that, though, because, well, I don't know. There's a little thing. Why is my hair everywhere today? Well, I guess I was right. It's everywhere, always, all the time, forever. I don't know if I said forever, but I'm adding it now. Alright, cool. He's beautiful. He's not nearly round enough, but I really don't care. He's funny looking. He's looking funny, and that's all that matters, is that he's funny looking. This is the whole purpose of this little thing, is making him funny looking. Now there's a frickin' fly. Hey, don't you go on that light. That light is broken. I had to repair it with electrical tape. Don't you dare touch it, it might break. Need to vacuum my room. We need to give it a stem. Just a little stem. We don't need to add the 3D-ness to it because it's just a little stem. Alright, now we add these big ol' eyes. And then another big ol' eye. And we give him a scar. Which way does this scar face again? Alright, it points that way. Beautiful. Doesn't he look beautiful? You can't tell me he's not beautiful. He's just a little beautiful guy. He's just a little guy. Why does he kind of remind me of the one guy from Little Nightmares? Oh my god. I don't even know if you can see it. You can probably see my hair because it casts a shadow on the canvas at least. Alright, cool. These will obviously be filled in. How are we going to draw the sleeves exactly, though? I'm not entirely sure. My phone is not straight. I sure hope this is angled correctly. That's not the important thing right now. Pay attention to your drawing, dude. Pay attention to what you're drawing. Alright. We're just gonna sort of put his arms out like this. And that's the little thing on his sweater. This is like little Banana Man. This is baby Banana Man. It's confirmed. This is what he looked like when he was a mere child. The banana, or the pumpkin, does not grow. The pumpkin stayed at one static set size his entire life. Okay, those arms are bad. I mean, the body is also bad, but it's like it's good for what it's supposed to be. So we need to do a little bit of a thing called erase the entire thing and redraw it with a smaller colored pencil. Not colored pencil. I could color him. I still have those colored pencils. I never gave them back. Actually, my sister never came back. She's probably dead, but like, such a nice and wonderful person. Alright. That's a lie. She did actually come home today, didn't she? She just left pretty quickly. Alright. There we go. We gotta fix that a little bit. There we go. There we go. Perfection. Add some circles here, then some connection. There we go. Then his little pocket. There's his little pocket on his little overalls. Add just some folds there. Just two little folds. And then we'll give his little clothes some little put his little clothes on, you know. Give him his little shirt. His little sweater. His little sweater that he's wearing. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. He looks like he would chase after you. And he would. He would chase after you and he would catch up to you. And then he would put a pumpkin on your head. No, he wouldn't. I don't know what I'm doing with those feet. I really don't know what to do for them. Yep, those are shoes. You can tell that they're shoes because I said they're shoes. How are we going to do the arms? I drew him in a very static pose. Why did I do this? I should put his arms up. I should put his arms up. He's just a little guy. He's just like, hi. He's just saying hi. Hello. He's just saying hi. Oh, he was so happy when he was young. Oh, what possibly could have happened to him? I know, but you don't. And you'll never know until the story that he is in comes out. When is that coming out? I don't know. Like 30 years? Right, are we gonna give him hands? Well, he's a little guy, so he can just have the sweater going on. He can just have his sweater going above his hands, or over his hands. There we go. That looks like that's supposed to be his hand. We don't want that. We don't want too much confusion in this drawing. That's not supposed to be his hand, it's just supposed to be the sweater. Alright. There we go. There's our little guy. He's so proportional. He's so incredibly proportional. It doesn't really matter because he's a chibi character. And they're not always proportional. I mean, they're usually a little bit more proportional than this, but they're not always, like, dead-on proportions. Alright, well, I'm gonna add the tiny linies to this. Then we're gonna have our little chibi banana man. Alrighty, I'm done. I drew him. Doesn't he look beautiful? He's just a little guy. He's like squishing. Hey, let me zoom. Oh, now you can't see him. Let me zoom and move the camera in so you can see him. Or face reveal. Yeah, it's just a little guy. Alright, yeah. I don't have anything to say. I like how I did his eyes. Bye. Alright. I added color. I actually really like it. I'm very glad that I decided to add color. And I only decided to add color because I swiped the drawing and accidentally smudged this stuff because I didn't know it wasn't dry. But now I added color and I think he looks so much better. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's my signature, by the way. I decided to make one. That's what it is. Bye.